Imagine if a single conversation could alter the course of your life. Well, friends, that moment is right now. Today, we're diving headfirst into the mechanics of real success, unlocking the actions that can multiply your wealth and reshape your legacy. Because while cash in itself may never light up that happiness meter, it is the fuel for the machinery of achievement, fulfillment, and impact that truly defines a legacy a century in the making. Are you ready to redefine wealth and set your sights on a future that few dare to envision? Excellent, let's plunge in. Now, let's get one thing clear: money alone won't bring joy to your life. It's a common misconception, one that's been preached again and again, yet remains as hollow as ever. So, if not happiness, what should you be chasing? Measurable victories, tangible milestones, and the palpable satisfaction of elevating those around you. After all, it's the impact we have on others, the target we hit, that truly elevates us. Now, I know you've got aspirations, but let me ask you this: are they grand enough? Because settling for the average dreams won't get you to the stratosphere of success. If you're locked into the day-to-day grind, just remember, it's not about cramming more into your schedule. To scale new heights, you must prioritize, and sometimes that means letting go of the very things that brought you initial success. Case in point, transforming from a dreamer to a millionaire is one journey, but if you're looking to hit that next tenfold increase, expect to make sacrifices. You see, being wealthy isn't just having a fat bank account. How many tales have we heard of the lonely billionaire adrift on his own yacht? That, my friends, is not wealth. That's just accumulation. True wealth blooms when you embrace the community, adding people and relationships to your portfolio. So, how do you forge these alliances? Be open, accept invitations, and say yes to possibilities. Each yes inches you closer to becoming a known entity, a force for good. Focusing solely on personal bliss, on joy and contentment, can leave you static. It's action that we thirst for: the hustle, the opportunities, the chance to leave a mark that resonates through generations. Consider the question: how can you, like the greats of the past, remain significant in the next century? Happiness is fleeting, but what should you truly covet? More time, better health, and the right company. These are the components for a life well lived. No use for idle chatter or the company of non-doers. Surround yourself with people who contribute, who share your vision. Gentlemen, listen closely. All those fixed expenses in your life, the mortgage, utilities, the basics, they all get paid. But what about dreaming bigger? If we trained our minds to pursue greater ambitions, to consider them as non-negotiable as our utility bills, imagine the heights we would reach. The key to transcending financial mediocrity? Harness your extra earnings straight into investments. It's a simple trick, yet profoundly potent. Now, if you're clinging to the notion of saving as the path to riches, let's recalibrate that mindset. True wealth is about being a savvy investor, not a mere treasurer. You don't need a high-paying job or a pricey degree to amass a fortune. Instead, focus on the wisdom of financial growth over time. Transitioning from a middle-class mentality to a wealth-building juggernaut requires a pivot in your philosophy. Avoid debt like the plague. Why saddle your future with a burden of education loans or mortgage bindings when your path demands liquidity and freedom? Investing, not spending, should be your lifelong mantra, the guiding principle that dictates every financial decision you make. Don't just take it from me, folks. This approach isn't something you stumble upon. It's a lesson that should be instilled from childhood. School should teach money management like it does algebra. But since it doesn't, you're hearing it here first. Embrace time as your ally, not a commodity to trade lightly. And remember, positions that promise a high salary tied to excessive qualifications are a mirage. They beckon with false promises that lead to a dead end of debt and wasted years. So, what's the practical advice for the single mother working double shifts, the individuals heavily laden with debt, those feeling the chokehold of their financial constraints? It's about setting that astronomical target, one that may seem unattainable but propels you to break free from the chains holding you back. Your current situation is not your final destination. And let's address another sobering fact: a staggering 40% of millionaires are still living paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because they crossed the threshold of comfort and started splurging beyond their investment returns. They succumbed to the illusion of entitlement that comes with hitting that seven-figure milestone. But it's not just about the numbers, it's about fostering a healthy relationship with money. No dark secrets, no shame. Every morning, make peace with your finances. It's a refreshing exercise in transparency and control. And remember, coming from a place of adversity isn't a death sentence to your ambitions. Whether you've come from a privileged background or clawed your way out of misfortune, grind, persistence, and a genuine desire to contribute more than you take can hoist you into realms of success you never thought possible. Before we move on, I can't help but remind you, if this conversation resonates with you, if you're fired up to take control of your financial destiny, then please subscribe, hit the like button, and ring that notification bell. Your support drives this community's momentum toward universal success. Now, let's distill all this into 3 cardinal concepts to impart to your kids, or to hold as personal mantras. 1. Embrace networking. Every stranger is a potential ally in the money game. 2. Once you've earned it, shield it zealously. Wealth preservation is as crucial as acquisition. 3. Diligently invest in ventures that protect your principal. Losing your initial investment isn't an option. For those struggling with the notion that generating a significant income is beyond reach, remember, discarding the possibility means you've defeated yourself before even entering the arena. The path to affluence requires that you redefine your objectives and realign your actions to match those ambitions. The takeaway here is monumental. Living within your means is a shallow concept if it stagnates your growth potential. Instead, live within your investments. Channel your surplus cash into wealth-building endeavors, not lifestyle upgrades. How, then, do we shift our emotional and spiritual relationship with money? Unveil it from the shadows. Make it a daily encounter, an open book. A healthy relationship with finance is liberating and can foster a more profound sense of peace than you've ever imagined. Now, as we wrap up, reflect on this. The life you lead, the story you write with the days you're given, can be one of remarkable achievement, of wealth that's more than a number. It's about creating a narrative of longevity and positive impact, a 100-year legacy that reverberates with the tenacity and the heart you've poured into your journey. As we part ways today, ponder over what actions you'll take from our dialogue. How will you shift your strategies to engineer a life of extraordinary wealth and fulfillment? Remember, the decisions you make today have the power to create ripples of influence that span centuries. The floor is yours. Take the step, make the impact, build your legacy. Imagine waking up one day, feeling like you just discovered the secret combination to an unshakable life where every financial decision, every investment, every push towards your dreams becomes the right one. Today, my friends, that day has arrived. In the coming moments, we're unpacking strategies that could mark the turning point of your life. And if you play your cards right, following these insights, you might just find yourself in an entirely new realm of success and financial stability. Gone are the days where you'd look to the stars and wonder, when did I lose touch with my aspirations? You are at a crossroads, and I'm here with a game plan to pick you up from where you stand. Remember, tough times don't last, tough people do. The beauty of being down is that you're standing on the solid ground of a new beginning. If you can look up, you can rise up. You're down, but not out. Not on my watch. So, let's talk about the reality of being down. It's a temporary state, not a life sentence. The bottom rung is simply a pit stop on your journey to the top. And truth be told, both failure and success are processes. They don't just happen. Their seeds are sown day by day. So I ask you, right now, what seeds are you planting towards your success? Consistency is the key to both success and failure, and I've yet to meet a hard-working person with nowhere to go but up. Your circumstances can change, and you hold the power to change them. If you're unhappy with your harvest, it's time to switch up the seeds. The daily actions and habits need to align with your desired outcomes. And here's a wake-up call. If you've been spending time dodging responsibilities, it's an activity on its own. Now's the time to reverse that, to seek purpose instead of avoiding it. Because the ultimate truth is that no one stops you but you. Start the internal dialogue, the self-talk that shifts mountains. Remind yourself, no one can stop me but me. My friends, it's time to shift gears, to go from the spare tire life back to the full, robust wheels that carry you over any terrain. It's a transition from temporary to permanent, from trials to triumph, from despair to unyielding hope. You weren't made to stay down, so get up, shake off that despair, and take a steppity step which moves you forward. You see, life doesn't stop for anyone. While you've been standing still, everything else carried on. To rise, you need to be moving, to be doing something. What direction that is, and what harvest it brings, is completely up to you. Take that walk, breathe in the life around you, and let that spark of activity be the catalyst for your ascent. Let's also take a moment to remember the love, joy, and hope that once coursed through you. They are not lost and can be reclaimed, but you need to give yourself the permission to embrace them again. It's okay to acknowledge the hurt, but let it serve as a launching pad for a stronger, wiser you. Learn to be your own greatest motivator. Because life will throw curveballs, ups and downs are its very nature. But it's never acceptable to count yourself out. Your situation is changeable, and only you can etch that permanence. So, make the declaration, the bold announcement that you're back. Send that message. I was down, but now I'm back and better than ever. Before you realize, you'll be back on your feet, not just standing but sprinting towards victory. Say it with conviction, I'm back, and I'm not just up, I'm ready to soar to new heights. And if you find these words resonating, remember, it's just as crucial to surround yourself with reminders of your journey. Subscribe to the channel, like, hit that notification bell, and be part of a community committed to rising above, dedicated to not just dreaming, but achieving. Now, let's delve deeper into actionable strategies that will aid you in this quest to ascend from the ashes of doubt and rise towards the pinnacles of success. Financial stability begins with knowledge. Let's start with understanding insurance. It's a safety net that can protect you and your loved ones from financial turmoil due to unforeseen circumstances. Start by reviewing your life, health, and property insurance policies to ensure you're not only covered but also not overpaying for premiums. When looking to sell a house, remember the real estate market is always shifting. Your strategy should involve staying informed about market trends, valuing your property accurately, and making smart upgrades that add real value to your investment. Managing loans and navigating mortgage options can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. Commit to understanding the terms and always compare rates and terms from different lenders. Remember, refinancing could be your best friend in a low-interest environment. Seeking advice from an attorney, especially in legal matters that impact your financial health, is non-negotiable. Do not try to go at it alone. Professionals save you money and time in the long run. Credit is your financial report card. Keep it clean and accurate. Review your credit report regularly, dispute inaccuracies, and always make payments on time. A strong credit score opens doors whether you're applying for a loan or seeking investment opportunities. Consider reaching out to a lawyer for advanced planning, such as estate planning or setting up living trusts. Protect your assets and ensure they are distributed according to your wishes. Donate with intention. Not only is it morally rewarding, but strategic giving can also have tax benefits. Always consult a tax advisor to understand how charitable contributions can be advantageous for you. When pursuing a claim, be it insurance or a legal claim, documentation is king. Keep thorough records and follow up persistently. Ensure you're not leaving money on the table that is rightfully yours. In the realm of digital marketing, invest in skills or strategies that help you tap into the online market. Every dollar spent on effective marketing can yield a significant return on investment. Personal finance is just that personal. Tailor your budget, savings goals, and investment strategies to your unique situation and aspirations. Remember, what works for someone else may not be the best fit for you. Let's not forget about investments. Diversify your portfolio, keep an eye on performances, and rebalance periodically. Remember, it's not timing the market, but time in the market that often yields the best rewards. Web hosting, especially if you're running an online business, can be a game changer. Invest in reliable hosting services to ensure your digital presence is always on point. In the world of trading, educate yourself on different instruments and their risks. Start with a simulated account to get a feel for the markets before putting real money on the line. Lastly, software innovations can streamline and enhance both your personal and business life. Stay up to date and leverage technology to stay ahead of the curve. Now, how to put all these principles into action? Create a plan, my friends. Set your goals, break them down into manageable steps, and start walking the talk. Track your progress and adjust as needed. Personal growth is a continuous journey. Remember to ask yourself at the end of every day, what actions from today will I carry forward into tomorrow? That's how you build momentum towards a life of fulfillment and success. You might have been down, but you are most certainly not out. The mustering of your will and the taking of action starts now. Let this be the first step of many. Let this be the day you look back on as the moment everything changed for the better.